Here is such a delightful... is that where you are? Here is such a delightful guy. A comedian who really knows where it's at. Let's give him a warm welcome, Mr. Jeremy Vernon.
Thank you very much. We're living in a democracy, right? And we appreciate that. And yet, wherever we go, people dictate to us what to do and what not to do. And it gets a little... Well, I'll give you an example. I am very susceptible to the power of suggestion. I was taking a shower in my home, and I had forgotten to turn off the TV set in the other room, and I didn't have a towel with me. So now I jump out of the shower, dripping wet. I'm running around the house looking for a towel, and I happen to pass in front of the television set just as a fellow was saying, "You there!" I said, "Run down to your neighborhood grocer's." Well, I dropped everything. I ran down there. I didn't even know what I was supposed to get. Arrested, that's what I got. And a terrible cold as well, too. You have to watch out every place you go that people tell you what to do. There are signs all over that tell you what to do, too. And I'm an obedient citizen. I try to obey everything. I go with the law. I was waiting to cross Sunset Boulevard. It was a red light, and there was a big sign on. It said, "Don't walk." And all of a sudden, as I was waiting very patiently, the sign changed, "Walk." Well, I got out of my car. I started walking. You get in a lot of trouble. And did you ever notice, just as you get into the middle of a big, busy intersection, you're crossing the street, the sign changes and it says, "Don't walk," and you're standing there, right? And cars are coming from all sides. They should have a sign there, "Run," but they don't. Bus stop, no standing. Well, I was lying there waiting for a bus. And a bus stopped. On top of my body, I still have the tire marks across my chest. Weird. I saw a lady once, little old sweet lady, getting off a bus, and as she stepped down, the doors caught the back of her coat. Now, she was stuck. She's trying to get loose, and she couldn't get loose, and the bus started to move, took off, and she's running along outside with the bus, backwards. And she started yelling at the driver, "Stop the bus, driver! Driver, I'm stuck here! Driver, open the door!" The driver's sitting there pointing to a sign. "Don't speak to the driver while the bus is in motion." Oh, yeah, they do that. Very dangerous. One lady from out of town walked over to a hippie. She said, "The crosstown buses run all night." He said, "Doo-dah, doo-dah." They have a bridge in New York. It goes from New York to New Jersey. It's called the George Washington Bridge. And this, I didn't make this up. This is true. There's actually a sign in the center of that bridge. It says, "In event of enemy attack, drive off the bridge." Lots of luck. They probably want you to keep your brakes on all the way down. And there's a lot of construction going on there. At the opposite side of the bridge, they're always repairing. They have a beautiful sign there. "Men working. Slow." They get paid by the hour, you know. They're not going to work fast. And once you get over into New Jersey, that happens to be a very friendly state. It's a very personal state because all the signs that you pass on the road are like they're individual messages. They're personalized. They have someone's name on top. That's right. Like it says, "Virginia, straight ahead." And she is. I was out with her once. "Elizabeth, turn right." And I saw one that said, "Vernon, exit here." Well, that's my name. I got out. I didn't know where the heck I was. One time I saw another sign, "Mount Vernon." Well, I got out of there so fast. I'm not ready for a taxidermist, you know. I don't want to wind up like a fish trophy over somebody's fireplace. And you drive through a small, sleepy village, you always see this sign, "Slow children." And a few blocks further down, "Slow school." Well, now you know where all the slow children are coming from. They go to that school. You ever see this? "Deer crossing." I've been driving a few years. I've never yet seen a deer crossing. I've never even seen a bear left. Who would leave a bear on the highway, you know? But deers can't cross because they don't know how to read the signs. They don't know where they're supposed to cross. You've seen this. "Watch out for falling rocks." I was watching out for falling rocks. I hit a deer. And you have to be very careful, too, if you're on a date with a girl and you're driving along. I did that. I saw a sign, "Squeeze right." I think I squeezed wrong. It's unfortunate the girl didn't see the next sign, "Yield." But I'm glad I saw the one after that. "Caution, children."
You know what's weird, too? They don't have those blackout curtains like we have here in this country. The German hotels just have like a little gauze over the window. The light shines in, you wake up early in the morning. I called up the desk. I said, could you get some blackout curtains? He says, when the sun is shining, you should get up. Right. It's true. Yeah. I worked a hotel, beautiful place in Jamaica. And Jamaican people are really very groovy people. They had a continental breakfast that they would send up to your room before noon. Little rolls and coffee and some jam and butter and juice. Okay, so I call up about 10 to 12. I woke up and I told the operator, would you get me room service? She said, the line is busy. I call you right back, man. Okay, fine. So I doze off. Next time I wake up, it's 5 after 12. Pick up the phone, get me room service.
Hello, this is the room service.
I said, would you please send up a continental breakfast? He said,
It's too late for the continental.
I said, well, I called the operator, and she said she was going to call me back because you're...
He said, I'm sorry, it's not my fault, it's the operator fault.
I said, okay. I said, all right, tell you what, you have some coffee there? Yes.
Yes, sir.
They give you a lot of syrup.
Yes, sir.
I said, do you have some rolls?
Yes, sir.
Some jam?
Yes, sir.
Some juice?
Yes, sir.
And some fresh fruit?
Yes, sir. Wait a minute. That's the continental breakfast.
Wait.